And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Maui Jim Sunglasses, the choice of the best captains. Shimano Rods and Reels, fish with the best. Shimano. And by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Welcome back, hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here. Rock cod Rick Maxa here, too. We have Pete Giacalone from Kustler Yachts in the studio talking fishing here. Boy, is there some fishing going on.
You're not kidding, man. Boy, with that big yellowfin, that big bluefin that's going on, inshore, offshore, it's all happening right now. And we want to hear from you this morning. If you want to get an opportunity to talk to the man, Pete Giacalone, 858 area code 457-1090. That's our local number. We have one of those open right now. Again, 858-457-1090. Or better yet, call us on the toll-free line because we definitely have a toll-free number open. That one's 877-792-1090. Again, 877-792-1090. Not only talking fishing, talking boats, talking fun, we're also talking a rad prize for one lucky caller at the end of the show today. Someone's going to get to go fishing on a 3-quarter-day trip on the San Diego, out of C4 Sport Fishing. Ryan Boston and the boys have been having such a great year this year, and somebody's going to get to go participate in that. Fishing offshore right now, as we heard from Marcos yesterday about that great yellowfin tuna fishing that's going on aboard the San Diego right now, and somebody's going to get to go. Again, if you want to get your shot at winning that trip or talking to Pete, 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090.
Also, still looking for a report for somebody that knows the results of that Make-A-Wish Tuna Challenge. And what's going on. I think they kind of keep it a secret until the end, so people may not know. But if somebody caught a big one or knows of somebody catching a big one, let us know. Call us up.
It'd be so interesting to hear what everybody's theory was, because, I mean, let's face it, there's some just mega grande bluefin out there. But so
a lot of 80, 90-pounders, people think, oh, yeah, I'm going to win, and then somebody comes in with a 270 or something.
Well, but what's the call? You know, because, I mean, catching, you know, because I think you can weigh in, 4 or 5 fish, something like that for your team score. So what's the call? Fishing for the super giant and hoping you rack off a couple of them, or, I mean, you know, 400 pounders beats beats a 250 and a 100 pound. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to say. Like, hard to say what the theory is going to be, whether you soak it out on the 43 and, you know, try and catch a boatload of those 80 to 90s, or just go and try and, you know, swing for the fence on your big cow, trolling them up. Who knows?
Who knows what the
exciting.
What do you think, Pete?
You
fished in it.
Yeah, we fished it.
Yeah.
We didn't catch it, but we fished it.
You fished it, yeah. They had a lot of boats. It's a huge event today. You're going to go, Rick, I know. Yeah. And will you drive my new car back? I'm in that drawing, so.
I mean, yeah, I'll drive it back for a minute, too. Yeah, no problem, dog. I got you. Yeah.
Hey, anyway, good luck to all of them, and congratulations to all the people that put so much effort into that event to raise money for that great cause.
That's the coolest part about it, man. It
really is a good cause.
Huge tournament, lots of fun, lots of exciting, lots of I'm gonna whoop your butt and catch this. But when it's all said and done, like, you're raising money for one of the raddest causes you could ever raise money for. Awesome. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun today.
No doubt about it. Hey, Mammoth Lakes is hot right now. We heard earlier 2,800 more pounds of trout was loaded into the Mammoth Lakes basins, and 3 to 4 pound range fish everywhere. And fall season's coming up. The best time to go to Mammoth Lakes. I'll tell you what, visitmammoth.com has always a great report. You can check out some of the hot tips on our Facebook page, hookup1090.com, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show on Facebook. Link it right on the front page of our website, hookup1090.com. Click on the banner up on the top right corner for Facebook, and every week we post one of those trophy catches from Mammoth Lake. So visit mammoth.com, get up to Mammoth Lakes, because the fish are biting for sure.
All right, well, let's do that. Let's jump back into the phones. Phones, if you want to get through again, 877-792-1090 open right now. Let's talk to Tony. He's calling us from Kensington this morning. What's up, Tony? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, hi, guys. I want to talk to Pete about Grand Banks boats. I really love those because they remind me so much of the classic fishing boats, you know, we had down here in San Diego, real nice lines. They're still up north, but I really love their seaworthiness, and I think they're pretty seaworthy. But what's your take on, say, a wooden one, which are cheaper, priced, and the fiberglass type, Pete?
And all depends.
Questions.
Yeah, it all depends how much work you're up for. I owned an old Ditmar for a while when I had the Dolphin too. Yeah, so it's a lot of upkeep, a lot of work. Just hauling out a lot more.
That seems intact and such like that.
Yeah, a lot of reef and caulking and a lot of painting and just a lot of work. As far as a yacht goes, ride-wise, I still think nothing rides like a wood boat.
Really?
Those
and the quietness too.
Great. I mean, those Ditmars are just unbelievable.
And the same with those single-screw Grand Banks, man. Classics.
Yeah, classic-looking boat. Nice riding boat. But as far as maintenance, I'd say fiberglass.
Really?
The ride's
so much easier to deal with.
Yeah, the ride's probably not going to be as good as one of the old wood ones, but you're going to have a little bit more modern technology. You're going to have probably a newer motor.
Spend less time in the bilge and more time fishing, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
With a fiberglass boat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
my thought was, because I do recall the old boats, because I used to fish on those type, old boats like we used to have down here. And you're right, the ride is, they're heavy and they just plow right through that water. Because I'd love to get something like that and get on out there, for a day and a half or two and, get those big fish that we've been getting. And I'm sure that fishery will still be around. I guess you can even reach down into Baja if you want. But, I got to keep looking around and take a look at them. Now, one last question about the engine hours. Now, I heard your discussion about that. And what do you think is a good number on the diesels on that type of boat? I think they run Lehman diesels for the most part. Before they need an overhaul. What's typically the hours before you have to, do some real heavy work on them?
And it all depends how they've been maintained. And you've seen engines that needed to be rebuilt at 1,000 hours, and then seen engines that, had, 20, 30,000 hours on them.
It depends on the maintenance.
It depends on the maintenance. Depends on who owned it before. It depends how the boat's been run. That's why a good mechanical survey is always great when you buy a boat. And
oil checks.
Yeah, oil samples can go either way. A guy can change oil the day before he sells his boat, and
it checks out perfectly.
It checks out perfect, or it could come back yellow and say, elevated aluminum or elevated iron, but you don't have anything to base it on.
Yeah.
When we're in commercial fishing, you take an oil sample every time you change oil, and then you can see if something's creeping up or going down, and you have a baseline. But so oil samples are kind of voodoo. Because you don't have anything to go off of unless the prior owner took oil samples when he changed oil, which I haven't come across yet.
Sure. So the answer to the question, it just depends on the maintenance on the engine. And, one thing I'll tell you, Tony, is having a good broker that knows what he's talking about, like Pete, there's not a lot of them that are out there that'll tell you, no, this is not the boat for you, or this is the boat for you. That's key.
Yeah, and I wouldn't scare anybody away from a wood boat. By any means.
Yeah, you know them inside and out.
I know them well. There's still plenty of them in the fleet, and I still think they're the best riding sport. Ask James on the Grande. Or the Searcher. Those boats are awesome. Yeah, the Liberty. They're just great riding boats.
There you go. Hey, thanks a lot for the call. Good questions there. Hey, everybody, Skeet Simmons is on the line, and he fished the Make-A-Wish Tuna Challenge yesterday. Good morning, Skeet.
What's up, Skeet?
Morning, Pete. Morning, Rick.
Hey, thanks for calling in. Well,
How'd it
did
go
you get
yesterday?
the big one?
We got 3 fish. We got a 146, a 99, and a 79, and lost a 4th fish.
Nice.
It sounded pretty slow overall, but I do know there was a 204 weighed in ahead of us, and there was rumor a boat was coming in with a couple big ones. So, but there was a lot of boats that hadn't weighed in at 10 o'clock last night. So kind of undetermined.
I got you.
At this point.
Now, I got to ask, what did the 43 look like yesterday? What must that have looked like?
We weren't near it, so
Smart man.
when we passed by it, it was, I mean, the radar looked like Christmas. I mean, it was amazing.
That's cool.
Wow, pretty amazing. All right, so was it long drifts, yummies? What was the ticket for you guys?
It was all on yummies.
On yummies.
Just
okay.
just metered the fish in a zone kind of by ourselves and just pounded it from about 10 o'clock till 7 o'clock to get the 4 bites. So
wow.
What a cool day, though. I mean, a 146, a 99, a 79. That's an awesome score. Ski, good for you guys. Congratulations.
yeah, we were happy. We don't know if it's enough to do it, but still a good day.
All bluefin, Skeet?
Yeah, all bluefin.
All bluefin, yeah.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Congratulations,
exciting, man. Yeah,
Skeet.
nice
Well,
going.
good luck there, and we hope we see you in the winner's circle there at the big event today at Silvergate Yacht Club.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll see you this afternoon, Skeet.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot for the call. Thanks a lot for the update from the Make-A-Wish Tuna Challenge.
So we know they're biting.
They're biting.
Yeah, they were definitely biting.
There are going to be winters. The winners are going to be present at
Yeah.
the Tuna Challenge this afternoon, for sure.
Cool. Well, hey, let's jump back into the phones. They're definitely getting packed up. Again, if you want to get through, only line open now is our toll-free number. That one's 877-792-1090. How about we talk to Chuck, calling us from Oceanside this morning. Hi, Chuck. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. I was just wondering, what kind of a setup did you use when you're going out there? Because, the smaller yellowfin and the bluefin, what kind of setups did you go out there with?
Pete, what do you think?
Pete, what'd you set up? What were you fishing with yesterday?
Yesterday we were doing the yummy thing, so we were
Heavy gear.
Heavy gear, fishing on that boat. We were fishing a Tiagra 50 with the works.
Yeah, super
on
heavy,
it.
super
Yeah,
heavy. Kite, flying it from the kite.
Yeah, just heavy stuff, and then we had a couple Talicas rigged up for the flat fall. We couldn't find a school to drift on, but found a little zone that looked good. Tried to stay away from the boats a little bit, and we drug the fins off that yummy, but nothing
No
doing.
bites.
No bites for us yesterday, but it's definitely. It's trophy hunting, It's not.
Doesn't happen every day.
I haven't seen it before.
It kind of depends too a little bit, Chuck, on what you're going to be doing. There's some fish down below that, like the 3/4 day guys that are catching that. Boy, from day to day, there's some seriously good biting fish, and it's good numbers fishing, and it's smaller. And don't let smaller scare you away. It's not like the 5-pounders of a few years ago. I mean, they're nice ones. They're 12 to 25 pounds, but that's like light line, small hook fishing. 20-pound fluoro, a 1.0 or a number 1. Small fishing, but good numbers. Good numbers of yellowfin, and
you can hook a good one.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of 50 and 60 and 70 and 80 fish days just for the 3/4 day guys. Not having super long days to go fish it. So there's just there's two options. There's that good numbers fishing of those 20-pounders, and then you can go outside and you have a shot at like Skeet said, there's cows every day. Like every single day there's 200-pound bluefins getting caught. And now there's a lot more 70 to 100-pound yellowfin and bluefin with it. I mean, it's not all just, maybe you're going to get one bite on a kite. There's some rad fishing going on right now.
Yeah, but you also can get blank like
Easy.
every time I go.
Well, I mean, and I don't bite.
It's trophy hunting.
It's trophy hunting.
Yeah.
And you got to put a lot of hours in before the stars align. And the more hours you go, the more likely you are to get on one of those days when it's floating good and they're biting a bunch.
That's it. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Hey, again, mark your calendar. This coming Saturday is the big event, the final San Diego County Ford dealer remote broadcast. Is this Saturday, September 3rd at El Cajon Ford at El Cajon, Broadway and Main in El Cajon. And it's your last chance to qualify for that big grand prize, the 4-day fishing package at the world-famous Katmai Lodge in Bristol Bay, Alaska, that myself and Pete Giacalone are going to be going to.
I can't wait.
Oh,
for
man,
next
that
year.
thing,
Cool.
you wait. It's going to be awesome. And you get a round-trip ticket from San Diego or Anchorage on Alaska Airlines. Alaska's flying nonstop to great fishing destinations like Costa Rica, Hawaii, Puerto Vallarta, Los Cabos. Sign up for their award-winning mileage program. Click on the Alaska Air banner. It's the best award mileage thing in the business. Front page of the website, hookup1090.com, or you just go to alaskaair.com. Hey, you can also win a great trip aboard the Blackjack, that 4-pack boat out of Dana Landing in Mission Bay. We're going to have Shimano rods and reels to give away, Maui Jim sunglasses. Prize Cowboy is going to be there with a lot of great stuff from Rapala and AFCO and more, and lots of stuff to give away next Saturday. So you make a cast, you have a chance to qualify, be one of the 8 qualifiers, or just a random draw to have a chance to win that trip to Katmai Lodge on Alaska Airlines. Check the guest page at hookup1090.com for rules, details. We'll see you this coming Saturday, the big event. Captain Tim Ekstrom from the Royal Star will be our guest at that event. Broadway in Maine in El Cajon. That's El Cajon Ford.
Going to be a lot of fun. Hey, let's find out what's going on the water, because the guy that's always out there is our man with our fishdope.com report, and that is your saltwater guide. Captain Dave Hansen's on the line. What's up, Dave?
Well, good morning, Pete and Rick. How are you guys today?
Hey, what's up, Dave?
Excellent, Dave. What's going on out there?
Well, it's been kind of another great week of fishing. Like I was just listening to you say. Guys, there's fish pretty much everywhere. It's just about having that horseshoe on the boat. There's fish down the coast there, San Diego area. Some of the 3/4-day boats, like Rick was saying, did pretty well on the yellowfin. If you fish right, you fish the way that Ryan or one of the other captains tell you to fish, there's a pretty good chance you're going to catch some of that yellowfin down there. Then all that bigger fish and the whole fleet, everybody has moved up to San Clemente Island there in the cove. Desperation Reef on the little canyon coming up from the 43, all that fish has moved right up into San Clemente Island zone. And there's even fish up on the west end of San Clemente Island now. There's a couple of boats up there that saw really good sign of that bluefin, yellowfin mixed up fish. The problem is that yellowfin's been mixed up with that bluefin for so long now that they actually think they're bluefin, so they're kind of biting like a bluefin. So you got to really fish hard and really be on your game when you're out there fishing, because the yellowfin aren't eating like they normally do. They're eating like a bluefin. So don't get discouraged, like I heard Pete and Rick saying before. The key to this whole thing is putting in time and going as much as you possibly can. Now we drop over to the islands. Either Catalina or San Clemente Island still has pretty fair yellowtail fishing on all the basic spots. It's all about conditions and that beautiful animal, the California sea lion. If you can find an area where there's not a handful of sea lions, you can do pretty well on the yellowtail. The whole front side of Catalina still has that smaller grade yellowtail mixed up with some of the bigger grade yellowtail, but the problem's been, once again, that California sea lion. It loves that front side of the island where it's flat, glassy, and calm, and it doesn't have to work that hard. It just follows boats around. So basically, guys, the thing, like I've been saying all year, is you just have to get out there and you just have to go fishing. There's never really been a better time than right now to go catch a fish.
That's the truth, man. Well, I saw you out there on Wednesday, and that beautiful big giant Hatteras out there looked like it was a very comfy ride out there. When the weather gets a little bumpy, that's a whole lot of boat to be fishing on.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, that enclosed wheelhouse. I know a lot of guys say they like the open wheelhouse so they can see. I like to set the temperature at 70, and it's 70 all day.
There you go.
Very nice, Dave. Well, of course, fishdope.com. Dave feeds the information. Mark and all the top anglers feed information to Danny and the guys at fishdope.com. And you can save $20 on a new membership to fishdope.com right now. Use the code HOOKUPNOW. Lowercase, no space. HOOKUPNOW is a $20 code to get fishdope.com. I know a lot of our listeners are Fishdope members, but if you're not, what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
Now's the time. Hook up now, $20 off. And how do we find you, Dave?
Well, there's a couple different ways. You can give me a call at 949-374-0786, or you can simply look me up on the web at yoursaltwaterguide.com, and I'll talk to you guys next weekend.
Awesome, Dave. Great report. Appreciate that, as always. We'll talk to you then.
All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.
All right, let's jump right back into the phones. If you want to get through, 858-457-1090. One of those open, 877-792-1090. That toll-free number's open for you, too. Let's talk to Sylvia, calling us from Santa Barbara this morning. Morning, Sylvia. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning.
Hi, Sylvia.
It's been a while. Hello.
Hi, Sylvia.
I'm not a fish reporter, but, we went to the islands yesterday on Stardust, and it was awesome. We went and we fished for whitefish. Also, we didn't go for yellowtail. We didn't have any of that, but we had a lot of rockfish, lingcod. We got the lingcod limit, and I got the jackpot.
All right. What was the jackpot fish?
I'm sorry?
What was the jackpot fish?
It was like a 13-pounder. I forget how many inches, 27 inches or something or other. I'm going to send you guys pictures. You guys can post it if you want it.
That's awesome.
It
Congratulations.
was great. It was awesome. And, you know, I love the crew. I have to give props to the crew. They are awesome. They're so supportive. They're always there. They're helpful. They're just always attentive. And you know what? You have to go in the Stardust. If you come out here to Santa Barbara, you have to go to Stardust. They're awesome.
Oh,
That's
good
cool,
hit there, Sylvia. Thanks a lot, and congratulations on your jackpot fish. Appreciate the call this morning.
Thank you. You guys have a great one, okay?
Yeah, indeed. Hey, that does free up a toll-free line, 877-792-1090, open right now. I'm surprised nobody's quizzing Pete about albacore, so I'm going to quiz him about albacore because he's caught a lot of albacore. We talked about the possibility of albacore. If albacore do come back, what's the plan? What do you do with it? What is the key to being the highliner on albacore in Southern California?
A lot of trolling.
A lot of trolling.
You know, it's tough fishing albacore down here. That was the hardest thing, and I give props to, a lot of, all the sport boat guys. You got limited time and you got a limited area to fish with. It's not like when we're up north and you can make a 200-mile move or what,
Right.
Oh, they're biting up off the river. So you make a move from Westport down outside the Columbia River.
200 miles away.
Yeah, you go wherever you want.
Rattle it off, yeah.
But this stuff down here, it's like, oh man, it's biting down at the 1140 finger, and you got to be there at gray light or it's not going to bite. But the big thing with albacore is guys get spoiled with the the hot water fishery. Find a kelp, catch fish. Looking for breaking fish, catch fish. The albacore brings back or brings in a lot more.
Angling.
Yeah, temp breaks,
currents.
That stuff is not always on the surface.
Yeah. You guys watch those religiously when you're fishing up north, right?
Big time.
Yeah.
Big
It's all
time.
about the temp breaks.
And
currents.
temp, up there, not so much the chlorophyll because you catch a lot of fish in some really green water up there. But it's where all the bait is up there. But down here, you're looking at water. You're really looking at water.
I know you're trolling a lot for that fish. You troll the same thing that a sport fishing guy trolls? What's the difference? What's the...
Absolutely. Dragging the same stuff, just a lot more of it. We're dragging 14 of them instead of 4. But
14 lures.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's you're still dragging the same stuff.
Tuna clones and Zucker
Tuna
feathers,
clones,
cedar plugs.
Zookers, and even a couple guys are starting to drag some, cedar plugs around, but the vast majority is just, it's the same stuff, fishery. Just on the other end, there's not a rod and reel.
Yeah.
You ever troll swimming plugs like Rapalas and things like that? I mean, I'm sure that the longevity can't be the same for commercial duty, but it seems like those things have gotten bit so good the last few years.
No, never, because if you have to make a turn or something, you mess everything up. But we did fish, especially bait fishing when you don't have all the jigs out. You're just it's all, like I said, it's almost like sport fishing.
Yeah.
You get a jig strike, you throw some bait, guys get in the racks, hopefully start whaling on them, but. We fish these Yozuri boards, these diving Yozuri boards. It looks like a big orange boat almost with, a fathom or 2 fathoms of 200-pound behind it, and then, then just whatever, a cedar plug or anything. And they get bit too.
Cool.
But I love fishing them. I got to learn from the best guys in the business. You can grow up and getting taught by, Jack Webster and Bobby Blocker and all those guys. It's just there's nobody better.
Yeah,
to learn from.
Learn a lot.
Tell you the thing I hope the albacore comes back for is just so we can fish with a boat line again. That's got to be the coolest way, the coolest thing. Like I definitely do. Like now it's so much different. I mean, the boats are so good at getting the boat set up before a jig strike happens. The guys now are so good with sonar and so good with finding the fish and moving around. And I for sure missed the old school. When I was a kid working at the landing, I mean, every single boat that tied up had 2 milk crates tied off to each corner, and they both had boat lines in them. And like, that was cool, man. I want to see that again. I like the boat line.
You think it's going to happen,
to
Pete?
come back.
I think it's coming back.
I think it's all cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys up north it consistently every year they're having a better year. And this year again, they're just, they're having an awesome year up there in Oregon and Washington, and eventually that cycle is going to change.
Swing down.
It has to. It always has.
Yeah.
So
indeed.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
Man, that's cool. That's very cool. Hey, when we come back, we got a lot of Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. The only line open in the building if you want to get through, 877-792-1090. Again, 877-792-1090. More Let's Talk Hookup with Pete Giacalone when we return with Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
If you are ready to experience a real Alaska fishing adventure, check out Whalers Cove Lodge in Angoon, Alaska. The calm waters around Whalers Cove are 100 miles from any large towns, so you will enjoy a wilderness adventure without any crowds. Whalers Cove Lodge has some of the best salt and freshwater fishing in Alaska, and there is no need for a bumpy boat ride for hours. You can find productive fishing for salmon, halibut, and rockfish just 10 minutes from the lodge. Whalers Cove also offers fantastic freshwater fishing in wilderness streams for wild salmon and trout. The Whalers Cove experience will fulfill your wildest Alaskan dreams on the calm water of the Inside Passage or on a spectacular stream. It's your choice every day at the Whalers Cove Lodge. After fishing, you will dine on fabulous meals created daily by the Whalers Cove chefs and relax in your comfortable room or cabin. Learn more about this exciting Alaska destination on their website at whalerscovelodge.com or call 800-423-3123. Whalers Cove Lodge, a real Alaskan fishing adventure.
The Southwest Council of the International Federation of Fly Fishers invites anyone and everyone to its annual fly fishing fair Friday, October 14th through Sunday, October 16th in Bishop, California. Pick from a stacked list of seminars, events, and classes offered by some of the biggest experts in the region on fly tying, fly casting, and fly fishing techniques tailored for beginner and experienced anglers alike. And while you're at it, spend some time on the water at local hotspots with some of the area's top guides while learning innovative techniques and practices. Mark your calendar now for October 14th to the 16th at the Tri-County Fairgrounds in Bishop. Registration opens October 14th at Southwest Council IFFF.org. Tickets are $15 for individuals and $20 for families. Good for all 3 days. Check the website for lodging and information and more. Southwest Council IFFF.org or the links page at hookup1090.com. See you in October in the heart of the Eastern Sierra.
Are you feeling that itch to get out on the water? Come fishing on the American Angler and reacquaint yourself with some familiar faces and make new friends. Captain owners Brian Kiyohara and Sam Patella take pride in every aspect of the American Angler operation, from their loyal and trusted crew to the sashimi-grade fresh fish you'll take home. It's easy to find a vacation that fits your schedule. We have everything from day-and-a-half to 10-day trips and longer. Call me at the office, 619-223-5414, or check us out at AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com. We want you to become a part of the American Angler family.
If the fish are biting, I'm on my boat, rain or shine. Of course, I wear my life jacket. It's like wearing a seatbelt. Clip it on, grab my tackle box, and hit the water.
Love California, boat California, save California. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Everyone likes special treatment, kind of feel like a VIP. Well, that's how our listeners are treated at Poway Valley Collision. I have personally heard of several stories of how well our friends Jim and Mary take care of their customers that we sent them. Poway Valley Collision is worth the drive from anywhere in the Southland. We know you may not need them today, but when accidents happen, it pays to go to Poway Valley Collision. And listen to this, our listeners get a special discount that can save you hundreds of dollars on your car or truck repair. Just tell them you listen to the show and you get the deal. They work with most insurance companies, including Auto Club, MetLife, Wawanesa, and more. Just bring your car or truck to them and let Poway Valley Collision do the rest. I have had my truck repaired at Poway Valley Collision and the job was perfect. So get your vehicle fixed right at Poway Valley Collision. Tell them you listen to Let's Talk Hookup and they'll save you money on your repair. Poway Valley Collision, 14211 Garden Road in Poway. Check PowayValleyCollision.com.
Turner's Outdoorsman, Southern California's #1 shooting, hunting, and fishing tackle retailer since 1971, is right in your neighborhood. Now 18 stores throughout Southern California and 3 in San Diego County. Turner's Outdoorsman brings you the best prices and selection, plus a knowledgeable staff that will help make your day on the water or in the field more fun. Stop by your neighborhood Turner's Outdoorsman. To find the location nearest you, check the web at turners.com and sign up for special deals and more.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
The best NFL coverage is right here. San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. Phones are absolutely packed solid. Every single phone line's full. They want to talk to Pete.
All right, let's jump into the phones.
You got it, man. How about this time we talked to Hills, and Hills is calling us Ventura this morning. Hi, Hills. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. I wanted to ask about how big albacore get. I know some friends of mine in about 98 or so got maybe some 80-pounders. How big do those things get?
You know, we'd get them in the springtime, you know, and we were over in Hawaii fishing Big Eye with the deep set longline gear, and we'd get an occasional 90-pounder.
Wow.
You know, big.
That's a big old
giant.
albacore.
Yeah, it looked like a 747.
They call those Tombo in the store,
Tombo,
right?
yeah.
Why are they? Is that just a Hawaiian name?
I think it's just to get people to buy it.
Yeah.
But
what I've noticed about those big ones is they don't have a little fat in it, not a lot of flavor in it.
It's hot water.
Yeah.
You know, I think a lot of that's the breeding fish. You know, you
Yeah.
get some of those big, 80, 90-pounders, and the guys are gutting them, and they actually have eggs in them and sperm, and it's a trip to see one, especially when you spend the summer, and you're whaling on the stuff up in Oregon. Yeah, you get the occasional, big school.
What's a big one up there?
Like 40 pounds.
40 pounds.
But for the most part, they're the same fish that we're used to seeing down here. School fish.
10 to 20.
That's what you want. They're easy for the guys that throw on the boat, and they pack real nice.
They'll wear you out.
Yeah, but then when you see one of those big ones, it's like, whoa,
That's a good one.
What does the wingspan look like on a
That's what I
90-pound
mean.
albacore?
It's like an airplane.
Yeah.
It was big.
Pretty wild. How
That's
deep
cool.
do you catch those?
With that deep set gear, you're fishing, 80 fathoms.
Wow, no kidding. Jeez.
Yeah,
that's deeper. That's a lot deeper than I would have thought.
It takes a lot of out of your head. It's like you take everything you know about fishing and throw it out the window because you're not looking at birds, you're not looking for sign on the surface. It's all water. You're fishing on the
meter
computer.
marks.
Yeah, you'd set the sounder down deep, and you get some deep marks and stuff. But for the most part, it's like you're hesitant. You're like, why am I going to put the gear here? I don't see anything.
Think about that. If you're listening, that's nobody. We hardly fish rock cod in 500 feet of water. So that that's where you're targeting your tuna is just that's deep. Different. Man.
Yeah,
that's way different.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It's all deep. That's why that Big Eye's so good.
That's cool, man. That's way cool.
Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
Hey, we've got a first-time caller on the line. We always say first-time callers go right to the front of the line, and that's the case with Joanne, who's calling us from San Pedro this morning. Good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning.
Hey, Joanne.
Thanks for having me. I listen to you guys all the time via my husband. He has it on every weekend.
All right. Good husband.
Well, thanks for calling.
Glad you married him.
Yeah, we're going on 25 years next month. We're going to go fishing in Alaska.
Congratulations.
Nice. That's awesome. Congrats.
Awesome.
Thank you. Well, I'm calling because I'm interested in the fishing in San Diego. I'm going to hopefully surprise my son with a birthday gift. He's got a birthday coming up in a couple weeks, so I know my question was answered earlier about the boat, what time it departs and gets back in. Since it leaves so early and I'm in San Pedro, I'm thinking about staying overnight or having him stay overnight. Are there hotels nearby? What is...
Lots of hotels, and, whether you choose C4 Sport Fishing, go on the San Diego out of Mission Bay. There's the Dana Inn right there.
The Hyatt's right there.
The Hyatt's right there.
Dana Inn.
The Bahia's right there. Islandia's right there. All of those are just very, very close. There's dozens of hotels. Or you really wanted something special, you could stay out on the pier at Pacific Beach there. That's kind of a cool spot.
Sleep over the water.
Sleep over the water, yeah. There's some really cool spots. And if you choose San Diego and you want to go out of Fisherman's Landing or Point Loma Sport Fishing, there's dozens of hotels in the Point Loma area that would accommodate you.
Vagabond,
the mighty
restaurant.
Vagabond.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great spots. Super close.
Certainly the ones in Mission Bay are more resorty style, and the ones in around Fisherman's Landing and Point Loma Sport Fishing would be more kind of the overnight stay. Unless you want to stay at the Konakai, And that's they have a great hotel at the Konakai there, right at the end of Shelter Island, where Pete you can go visit Pete in his pumpkin patch right there. And that's a beautiful resort right there at the end of Shelter Island.
It's gorgeous.
I can speak for the Liberty only because of working at Fisherman's Landing, but I know that Point Loma Sport Fishing and C4 Sport Fishing would do the same. Whatever boat you guys choose, decide to go on, just call the guys at the office. I mean, they have everything, every number to help you with booking a room, staying where they are, prices, things like that. I mean, all of those landings are going to be super, super accommodating.
You bet.
Okay, great. Also, really quick, what kind of gear would he bring?
On a 3/4 day trip.
Yes, on a 3/4 day.
Rick?
Well, right now they're having very good yellowfin tuna fishing right now, and the size gear that they're fishing is fairly light tackle. It's 20-pound test for the most part. Call it 15 to 40 pound, and it's one of the times every morning the boys on the boat say the same thing, that having a spool of 20-pound fluorocarbon is, if not necessity, it's close to it. So, a 7 to 8 foot rod and a nice reel for fishing 20-pound, and a fairly small hook, like a number 1 or a 1/0 size hook. So fairly light gear, and having a heavier rod would never be a bad call. If you have a 40-pound outfit, you should definitely bring it just in case the opportunity arises, or maybe you put a flat fall or a Colt Sniper on your 25 to 40-pound rig and a live bait hook on your 20-pound rig, and you'd be good to go for 3/4 day right now.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the call, Joanne. Thanks for being a first-time caller with us, and please join us again.
All right, next up, we're going to talk to Matt. He's calling us from Leucadia this morning. Hi, Matt. Thanks for joining us here on Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, guys, Rick and Pete, first-time caller also.
Oh, very nice. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, fair enough. Hey, I got the green light from the wife. We're looking to get out on an overnight boat this week. And I do have a 20-pound outfit. I got a 40-pound outfit, but I don't have anything that targets the 50 to 80-pound tuna that are running the bluefin and such and big yellowfin. Do they rent any type of like a heavy gear like that just for just targeting the big stuff?
The short answer is yes, for sure. I mean, it depends on where you go, and different landings have different rental gear, and I know most all of them have really good stuff. Again, I can speak for Fisherman's Landing only from working there, but there are 2 full-time employees that do nothing but maintain the rental equipment. I mean, new drags, new gear, new line. It's all CalStar and Seeker rods and Shimano 2-speed reels. I mean, it's very, very good gear. So I would say yes. I mean, you don't have too much to worry about. There's heavy tackle available if you don't have it. Don't let not having a heavy rod be what stops you from getting in on what is an epic bite that's going on.
And
right
feel free to call the landing and ask them about the gear, and
Absolutely.
maybe even put a reservation in for the gear, and probably not a bad call.
Seaforth, I know, is doing something very cool, too. They have, a premium rental tackle available. They don't have a ton of them, but they have Talica 2-speeds on CalStar rods.
Shimano
Gear,
yeah.
I think it's slightly more expensive, but, we're talking the highest of end, small 2-speed outfits available, too.
Yeah, and you definitely want to call them and reserve one of those premium packages.
I think it is a reservation necessary kind of thing. Yeah. But, pretty darn cool.
That's Seaforth. There you go, Matt. Thanks for being a first-time caller with us. Please join us again. I have a question for Pete about buying a boat. Let's say one of our listeners is in the market for whether it be a 25-foot boat or a 65-foot boat, used boat. What are some of the processes you want to go through? How do you find the boat of your dreams?
The big thing, like you said earlier, and not just because I'm a broker, but it's important because a lot of the nicer stuff that's on the market is on Yacht World. It is represented by a broker, and
so explain what Yacht World is.
Yacht World's kind of like if you know Boat Trader and Auto Trader and stuff like that. Well, Yacht World is kind of like that, but higher end, and you have to be a broker or brokerage to have boats on it, and it's got boats all over the world. I mean, you can put in. I'm looking for a 30-foot Grady White, and you type in 30-foot Grady White, and stuff will come up in Turkey or everywhere, and you can refine the results and all that. But it's important to be represented well, and I don't know, guys kind of put the real estate aspect to it, but it's different. There's a lot more going on
different
in it, and even if it's not our listing, give us a call or give me a call, and even if it's something that's for sale, private owner, I don't mind answering questions. If Pete knows, give me a call, and if you ask, hey, what about these engines? Are they good? Are they bad? What can happen with them? And
you want to develop a relationship with your broker and somebody that you can trust, like yourself or Mike at Kustler. And, you know, I spent a lot of time on Yacht World. I got sucked into the whole thought of having one shipped out from the East Coast or shipped out from Texas, and sometimes that can do it because boats are a little cheaper over there. There's a lot more used inventory, and there's a lot more inventory there than there is in Southern California.
Correct.
But that comes with a lot of price, right?
Yeah, shipping. You know, on the bigger boats, you know, shipping's about $1,000 a foot if you're gonna put it on the ship.
Yeah.
To bring it over.
You got to add that in.
And so you're gonna add that.
And what about on a truck? You know, let's say you're going to get a 35-foot Cabo or something like that. Cabos are very popular yachts. They're really, really cool, and the 35 is probably the most sought after in Southern California, the Flybridge.
And then it's, you know, if it's the Flybridge, you're going to have to break it down. You're going to take the top off, and you're going to take the Flybridge off. If it's an Express, it's probably got a tower, and you're going to have somebody back there cut the tower and make sure that all the wiring and everything's taken apart right.
It may not be as good a value as you think it is if you just were patient enough to find the right boat here in Southern California.
Exactly.
Or along the West Coast, even up to Washington and Oregon, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's
San Francisco. I mean, those are an easy game compared to shipping it from Texas or shipping it from the East Coast.
Right, and it's it's a lot of the higher end boats. Sometimes you have to go back there. You have to go back there to find one if you want a late model Hatteras, something like that.
Yeah.
A lot of times you'll have to go back there and find it, and same with the regulator. We get calls on used regulators all the time, and there's a bunch of them on the East Coast that come up, and the other thing is a lot of times those are represented by dealers on the East Coast, and we can get you in a brand new one because the depreciation is so slow on the regulator that we can get you a brand new one for the same price as
what it would get out here for.
Yeah, it has a used one, warranty and everything on it.
Yeah.
And so sometimes it makes sense to buy new, especially right now.
We talk about that a lot too. There's a lot of draw right now on those, call it what you want, a beautiful badass center console, but the big thing about regulator is you guys are here, and there's a lot of competition for that ultra premium. You know, there's all kinds of great ultra premium center console out there, but they're all in Florida and the Gulf Coast. And when something inevitably happens, they're boats. They always do. You've got a guy that you can walk to in Shelter Island, like, hey man, I got a hatch I'm having a problem with. You know, you guys are here. Try doing that with a Yellowfin or a Freeman or something, and see how difficult it is to deal with issues.
Exactly. You know, and service is important because this stuff will come up. It's a boat, and guys are running them. You run them hard, and stuff's going to come loose, and it doesn't matter what the manufacturer is. It's just stuff's going to happen, and having good service and providing good service and knowing that you have a good product it's important to us.
Yeah. The other thing I think I learned too in traveling to beautiful Port Aransas, Texas, with Pete, is the weather conditions vary. So we live in a kiddie pond. We live in a paradise here in Southern California. We have very mild conditions, and weather conditions play a huge part in the condition of your boat and the environment that they live in. So if you're looking for a boat that's that's within your price range and it happens to be 10 years old, 15 years old, or something like that, keep in mind it's dealt with that environment for 15 years or 10 years. And that environment in Port Aransas, Texas, was gnarly.
Yeah, we were getting sandblasted while we were looking at the boat.
And the other thing, too, is the surveyor, who was a great surveyor, but he was saying, our weather conditions here, it constantly blows salt off the ocean. Okay. So you'll see a lot of weathering on boats here from salt damage. And that's huge.
See, I wouldn't have thought that ever. That wouldn't have been something that's even on my radar.
Yeah.
Like you say, because we're used to living here.
It may
crazy.
Look like a bargain. It may be $20,000 less than what you can find the same boat here, but by the time you get it here, by the time you fix everything that's broken on it, and the things that are hidden that you never see in the survey or whatever, you know what? It may not be such a good bargain after all.
Yeah, we always say don't rush. If you're early in your search. And
it may take a year,
or more,
But
give us a call when we'll get you on the right track, get you in the get you in the right boat. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, buy it.
Yeah.
Because after the fact, I don't want you coming in and saying, I can never use my boat. It's always broken, And and the other part of it is we usually become pretty good friends with all our clients, and we end up going out and fishing boats.
You did yesterday, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to make sure that the boats we sell run so I can fish on them.
Yeah.
Sure. That's cool.
You have a regulator at your dock that's a demo, right? If somebody really wants to see a regulator.
Yeah, we have a 28. It's a 2016, and it's a 28. If anybody wants to come down and get a ride and see the difference, I mean,
this is like
line,
the ultimate center console.
Absolutely.
They are impressive. I mean, we were approached by multiple center console manufacturers, and when Mike and I were on the regulator, it's like this is the
one.
This is the boat for out here. For out here, it does everything we want it to. It's big, it's heavy, it's got a big bow flare, it rides nice. So if anybody wants to come down and
just shoot your call.
See the difference. Yeah, we also have good incentives on it because we got our new 17 on order. So if somebody's looking for a good deal on a 28.
It's a 28.
Yeah.
Twin Yamaha outboards?
Yeah, twin 300s.
Sweet.
Back of it.
How fast?
It's a 50-mile-an-hour boat.
Yeah, and super stable.
Real stable. Big, deep V. They carry the V all the way back. So it's super
the
soft
ultimate ride.
Yeah, you launch it out of the water and you're bracing for impact and it just never comes.
Wow,
so rad.
That sounds so cool. Brian in Reading, just about a minute left for you, Brian.
What's up, Brian? Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Well, it's not much time, but anyway, I'm just saying I'm from up north, and my buddy Dave from Chino there, he gets us all excited. We went last time, and the poles, we're talking about the rental poles, and they were all the same. You know what I mean? It was like, you just grabbed them. But anyway, we want to get more stuff because the fish are going over over the deck there. We want to get some good stuff. So we're thinking,
Where are you going out of, Brian?
Fisherman's Landing.
Fisherman's Landing has a great rental tackle program. They keep it up to date. It's an excellent rental program, and you can rent light tackle, heavy tackle, whatever you need, right, Rick?
I mean, I think they have 25, 30, 40-pound at both single-speed, two-speed, 50 and 60-pound two-speed outfits, big internationals at 100, 130-pound, literally across the board, whatever you need. Just call the guys ahead of time and let them know what you want, and they'll put a package together for you.
There you go. Hey, thanks for calling. Appreciate the call from Reading.
When we come back, we're going to find out who's going fishing on a 3/4-day trip aboard the San Diego out of C4 Sport Fishing. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090.
Yellowtail and Bluefin are here now, and it's time to go fishing. Hi, this is Doug Kern from Fisherman's Landing Tackle, the saltwater tackle professionals. The perfect rod to handle tough fish like these is Terramar from Shimano. The secret? TC4 construction. That delivers a rod that is light and sensitive, yet tough and powerful. Shimano Terramar should be your next rod. Fisherman's Landing Tackle has the best inventory in the country of Terramar rods and the experts to help you select them. Visit us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego or on the web at saltwatertackle.com. Fisherman's Landing has been the choice of sport fishing anglers for decades with the largest fleet of long-range boats worldwide, complemented by Southern California's finest charter and open party fleet. From a half-day trip on the Dolphin, overnight trips, and soon 3/4-day island trips on the Liberty. You can count on Fisherman's Landing to deliver the best. Check the website for all that is going on or call Fisherman's Landing at 619-221-8500. Book now at fishermanslanding.com.
The giant fast lane kayaks in Mission Bay is hard to miss. Right in the middle of Dana Landing across from SeaWorld in Mission Bay. This massive 5,500 square foot location is loaded with Hobie Mirage Drive kayaks and more, including a great selection of Hobie clothing, stand-up paddleboards, paddles, and more. Check the latest from Hobie, the Eclipse, taking fitness out of the gym and onto the water. Test a new Eclipse kayak or stand-up paddleboard free right out their back door on Mission Bay. When it comes to Hobie, no one does it better than the crew at Fastlane at Dana Landing across from SeaWorld in Mission Bay. Check FastlaneSailing.com.
It's a fact.
The right jig can outfish live bait, especially when you're using the new live deception jigs from Ahi USA. They use real images of bait fish printed directly onto the jig, and live deception jigs have near bulletproof wire-through rigging, 3X must-add treble hooks, and solid welded ring. Live deception jigs hook up and hold up. Available now at all fine tackle shops.
Great boats, free parking, and a fully stocked tackle shop. Just a few of the reasons Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top charter boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Eclipse, Apollo, Outer Limits, Pacific Star, El Gato Dos, Alexis, Pride, Privateer, Tribute, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth Sea Watch in San Diego offer the finest half, 3/4, and full-day trips available. Check out the full-service tackle store at Seaforth Sport Fishing. And it's all run by fishermen for fishermen. 1717 Quivira Road, just off Mission Bay Drive in Mission Bay. Book online at seaforthlanding.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. You're the big winner of the 3/4-day trip aboard the San Diego out of Seaforth Sport Fishing is going to Joanne in San Pedro. Joanne, congratulations. You're going to love fishing on the San Diego. Nobody does it better.
Awesome place. Go get a room over at the Dana Inn there.
That's right. Yeah, that was
street or the Islandia.
I forgot that was the looking for a place to stay.
What a vacation.
Yeah, go to the Hyatt.
Indeed. Yeah. Go see your sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Pete Giacalone, Kustler Yachts, Regulator, Hatteras, and, of course, great brokerage yachts, used boats, and the ultimate pumpkin patch right there in the front of the Kona Marina there. How do we get a hold of you? We want to buy a boat.
You get a hold of us. You get on our website at www.kustleryachts.com or give me a call at 619-992-8194. And any questions you got, give me a call.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Pete. We look forward to having you back. Look forward to having you back next Saturday. Don't forget, live from El Cajon Ford with Captain Tim Ekstrom from the Royal Star. It'll be our last San Diego County Ford dealer. Live remote broadcast from El Cajon next Saturday. And then next Sunday, back in the studio with Mark Rayer and Jack Nielsen from Jen Wren Sport Fishing. Thanks to Adam. Thanks to Ryan on the other side of the glass. And thank you for listening this week in the Let's Talk Hookup. We'll see you next weekend right back here on the Mighty 1090.